Sorry, I didn't realize that.
Okay.
I'll make you host.
Yeah.
I started recording already.
Okay, fine. Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah. So, Shahrukh, like before we get started, like I would like to understand about both of your experience, like Shahrukh and Sripath. So, Shahrukh, can you just elaborate about your experience? Then I just introduce myself.
Currently, I'm working on Oracle EBS R12.2. Sorry, R12.1.3.
Okay.
I've worked on two versions of Oracle. First one is 12.2.4, and now currently I'm working on 12.1.3.
Okay.
So
Cool.
basically, I have core knowledge in Oracle inventory module and order management, purchasing, and also in discrete manufacturing.
Okay.
So I've
Cool.
been a part of one implementation, one support, and one upgrade project.
Okay.
So,
Okay, Shahrukh.
yeah,
So totally, how many years of experience you have?
4 years of experience.
Okay, Shahrukh. Yeah, that's great. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
So Sripath.
yeah, hi. Myself was Sripath. Hello, am I
Yes.
audible?
Yes. 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 You are very much audible. Yeah. Please go ahead.
So, Sripath Kulkarni, and I have done, I possess almost 5 years of experience into EBS module, that is inventory, order management, and purchase. And upon that, I am a certified consultant on purchasing module as well. And I have knowledge on procurement and supplier modules as well. And
Okay.
we have done associated with one implementation project with one of our clients.
Okay. Okay. So you also have complete experience in EBIS, right?
Yes,
EBIS 12.2.
12.13, 12.24, 12.25, and recently 12.26 as
Okay. Okay, Sripath. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So yeah, I could see both of you have very good EBIS experience. So good. So now let me introduce myself. So this is Vijay. So I do have more than 11 years of experience completely into Fusion implementation. So I have started my career way back in 2008. And we did my first project is luckily a Fusion implementation project. So we have implemented Fusion application for a US based restaurant chain, which is having 300 plus retail outlets, which is very similar to a KFC restaurant. So for that, we have implemented the Fusion application, and that is actually the world's first Fusion implementation. So if you go to Oracle website, you can see the client's name. Red Robin is the client name. So that is my first implementation as well. And after that, we did not see much usage of cloud during 2012 to 2015. So I went back to eBusiness Suite. So I worked in couple of eBusiness Suite 11i projects, 11i implementation and support projects, as well as Oracle eBusiness Suite R12 implementation and support projects as well. For 3 to 4 years, I was in eBusiness Suite. And again, I come back to Fusion application like for almost 3-4 years. Again, I come back to Fusion. And recently, we have did two end-to-end implementation. One for US-based like automobile aftermarket service provider. That's the car repairing. Basically, the car repairing service provider called a Servco, which is available in Hawaii Islands. So for them, we have implemented the Fusion. And just before 6 months, we have completed one more implementation for US-based infrastructure material supplier. So Vertiv, the company name is called Vertiv. For them, we have implemented the Fusion. So these are all the three end-to-end Fusion implementation I have been part of. And on top of it, I have worked in a couple of eBusiness Suite and like 11a implementation as well. So this is my overall experience. So I should be able to very much compare each and every functionality with eBusiness Suite as well as Fusion application. So that will be the core success for any student who comparatively study the new application. It will be easy for them. So I should be able to compare the differences between eBus, R12, 11a, and then Fusion application. So I would be able to guide you in that manner. Okay, this is my overall experience, and I am completely a supply chain guy. So product management, inventory management, order management, procurement. Okay, in procurement, all the modules, self-service procurement, supplier portal, sourcing, supplier qualification, core purchasing. So all these modules where I have very good implementation experience. So this is my overall experience with respect to Fusion.
well.
Okay.
So,
Okay, fine then. So any questions before I get started?
yeah, I Shiva here, I do have a question. So how many months does the fusion is required to implement for one of the client? Like, for example, I just wanted to know, like, uh, how many months it take to implement fusion?
Okay. Yeah, I got your question. Like, how many months normally it will take for us to implement the fusion? Is right? Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. So with respect to fusion application, mostly or not mostly, we should follow the agile approach. So if you take the agile approach, Oracle had provided a methodology called OUM, Oracle Unified Methodology. If you take the Oracle Unified Methodology, we have to take only the handful of requirements which we can achieve within 11 months. So max to max, the fusion implementation will go for 11 months only, max to max. If it is a very big project which we can achieve, which we cannot achieve within 11 months, so then we will divide that into multiple waves. Wave, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. Likewise we will call it as we will call it as phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. So the first year, first 11 months, we call it as phase 1 or wave 1, in which we will take all the mandatory things which the business should have, and then we can implement that. Then we can take the remaining requirements and push it to wave 2. In the second year or in the second 11 months or second 8 months, we will just implement the wave 2 related requirements. So likewise, a project may have one wave, two wave, three wave. Even we have a couple of projects with 4 to 5 waves are there. So based on the number of requirement, we will just decide how many how many months it will take, and then but if there are more requirements which is going beyond 1 year, we will just divide that into two waves. Likewise, we will do it.
Okay, fine.
Okay, I also have one question.
Yeah, please go ahead.
And, means like we are saying that fusion implementation is done for US based. Okay, in India, I think no company has implemented fusion in SCM, as far as my knowledge. Okay, so
Okay.
is this fusion module is user friendly and it is stable when it comes to SCM part? Because I'm seeing that no company implementing fusion, because I've been worked on many clients, they have just implemented financial fusions, or some
Mhm.
has implemented fusion HRMS, but I've not seen any company implementing fusion in SCM. So I just want to know that, because you know that in EBS there are lots of customization we are able to do it, and in
Yes.
India, in Indian clients, they require customization. Without customization, they cannot run the instance, because there are different multiple business cases are there, and a number of process they have. Okay, so
Okay.
for that they require customization, custom process. So is this
Mhm.
custom process is available in the fusion, and how much is user friendly in SCM field? I just want to know that.
Mhm. Okay. Cool. So, like, I agree with half of your statement. Like, fusion, in India there are many customers who are using it. We are not aware about it. Basically, in India there are at least to my knowledge, even I think the Axis Bank using fusion.
Yeah,
They're
but
using
that's for financial process, no, sir.
no, they're using for supply chain as well. They are using for supply chain as well. Their procurement process runs on fusion. So one of the biggest bank, right? they're using they're using fusion. So there are many other clients. Even I don't know, but there are 50 in one of the success story slide from Oracle I have seen. There are 50 plus clients from India they are using, and there are almost 1,000 plus customers in 1,000 plus customers. They are using supply chain management system. And like even now I am in an implementation, but I am in Middle East now. So I am in a supply chain implementation of fusion application in Middle East now, which is for oil and natural gas industry. We are implementing procurement, material management, financials, HRMS. All the modules are getting implemented now. So there are many implementation which is going on. And there are many implementation which is going to come. Don't worry about that. There are lot many openings, or there are lot many implementation is going to come. You will understand it, like why I am saying this, because now Oracle had acquired all these companies. They have acquired PeopleSoft, they have acquired Siebel, JD Edwards, even Lockfire. They have acquired many companies and those applications. So the company who is using PeopleSoft should come to Fusion in future. The who are using Siebel, those applications will be closed in a couple of years. So then they have to come to Fusion. JD Edwards, they will not give any new releases, and they will just stop the support after a couple of years. Then they have to come to Fusion. That is the idea behind acquiring all these companies. So now many of my students who are from the people who are 10-year, 15-year, 20-year peoples of consultant who are learning Fusion application only because the Fusion for the peoples of consultant, Siebel, JD Edwards, all this consultant is Fusion. So obviously for e-business suite also they have already confirmed they are going to stop the support from end of 2020. Do you know that?
Yeah, I know that. By the end
Yeah,
of 2025.
yeah, correct. 2025.
2025, na? By
Okay,
the
so
end of.
maybe okay. Well, we like because in the release which we have in our company, they said by end of 2020 itself they are going to stop the support for the
Okay.
releases which our company is using now.
Okay.
So maybe for the latest release they may give for 2025. I'm not 100% sure about it, but for the release which we are using, they have already stopped the support. For by end of 2020, we will not receive any support until unless we upgrade to new version.
Okay.
So likewise, Oracle will stop the support for the e-business suite as well slowly. So there, all the future of the e-business suite customer also will be cloud only. So now think how many customer will be available in PeopleSoft, Siebel, JD Edwards. So everyone should come to Fusion obviously one day. They should come to Fusion or they should go to some other application. But they cannot continue in PeopleSoft for another 10 years or 20 years. Or continue in Siebel for another 10 years or 20 years. If they need to adapt to the latest market standard, then they should upgrade. Then they have to come to Fusion. Thinking of this thing, there are lot of openings are there. There are a lot of implementation is going on. Even the material management and manufacturing and planning side, I can say it is not 100% stable. Now many customers are not using. But if you take procurement, many customers are using it. Procurement is much stable. Procurement, many customers are using it. Even now we are implementing it for oil and natural gas, and it's good. We cannot say any product, even if you take e-business suite, that is almost 20 years product. We have issues. Still we have issues, right? We are raising for SR. We are getting them resolved. Is that right?
Yes.
So yeah, so any application it will have issues. But when we did that for first implementation, we did our implementation in release 9 of Fusion application, which is an on-premise version. That is my first implementation. On-premise version of Fusion we have did. But after that, Oracle had stopped the on-premise version. Now we have only cloud version. So in that on-premise version, by end of that project, that's the end of the 2-year project, we have 300 plus open SRs were there. 300 plus open SRs. Only from my client. Only we have raised 300 plus open SRs. So that many issues were there during that time. But now if you compare, in our project, maybe less than 50 SRs are there. Even now we are in UAT phase. So till UAT, we have raised only 50 SRs. So which means the product is almost stable. So it is able to achieve whatever we need. Not 100%, but at least 80%, whatever the client needs, we can just do it. That is the product. Any product can do that. And also, your second statement on the customization. Like e-business suite, we cannot do the customization on the core product. Okay, so I want to cover this part. So you can see in the e-business suite, if you take the e-business suite on-premise, the e-business suite is an on-premise one. So you have access to your database, you have access to your application. So you can create your own table, you can create your own pages or forms, and you can do whatever customization you want. Sorry, I'm hearing some static. Maybe you can go on mute whenever you have. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of static. Sorry for that, guys. Okay, so you can see the on-premise, like you can do whatever customization you want. But if you come to Fusion application or if you come to the cloud, if you use a SaaS offering, all your procurement, order management, inventory management, product management, financials, any module if you purchase, you can purchase only in the SaaS offering. So you cannot do all the customization. Okay, if you see in the SaaS offering, the complete thing is managed by the by the service provider, which is Oracle will take care of the complete data, application, runtime, operating system, server, storage, networking. Everything is taken care by the service provider. So we will have access to only the application, and we can do some form personalization. We can do any complex reporting you can build using the BI publisher. You can do integration like API and REST API and web service based integration you can do, and then all the conversion you can do using the FBDI, file based data import, which means if you take the RISE report, we can do integration. I means integration we can do, that is only REST API and web service based integration we can do. And then conversion, all the conversion can be done using FBDI, and also E means extension, but you cannot create your custom pages in SaaS offering. That is the only negative. We cannot create a custom page. But if you take the PaaS cloud, okay, so all the customization
Hello. I just want to interrupt.
Sorry. Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Custom page means in Oracle EBS you're using custom forms we are creating. So
that's right.
Something like that only.
That's right. So in Fusion SaaS, you cannot create your custom pages. That's not possible.
Okay.
In SaaS, you cannot create it, but you can create that in the PaaS. So you have to get a PaaS offering separately. This is kind of an open book with a dummy database they will give you. So with dummy database means with the empty database they will give you. In that database, you can create your own table. You can put whatever data you want. You can create your custom pages, do all sort of complex integration, flat file based integration, web service based integration. You can do the complete orchestration. So it is more sophisticated than whatever we do in eBusiness Suite. We can connect with any kind of other application. If the other application is using, they're using Java technology or .NET technology, or they are using just web pages, any kind of technology related application, we will be able to interact with them through the API calls, and then REST API, web service related call. Even we can receive the flat files, and based on that we can process the data. Every kind of integration related customization you can do within PaaS. So we have to purchase a SaaS offering wherein all the core applications will be there. But on top of it, we have to purchase a PaaS offering, and in the PaaS offering, you can do whatever customization you want. So any complex customization, it's possible in Fusion application as well. So it's even more sophisticated than EBIS, we can say. But in EBIS, we will do the customization in the same database. So we will have a PO, maybe PO header sol table. Near that PO header sol table, you can create one more table, PO header sol custom table. So you'll copy all the data and put it into the custom table, and you can do stuff. But here in SaaS offering, you cannot create your table. You have to create the table in the PaaS offering. This is a separate cloud altogether. And in there, you have to take all the data from the SaaS, put it into PaaS, do all your customization. Then again, you push the data back into the SaaS. So they are controlling this mainly to restrict us to update the base table informations. Okay, we cannot at any point of time, we cannot update the base table using a script or using anything. You have to take the API form, or you have to use the FBDI format, wherein you should go through the interface table only. You cannot insert any record into interface table or base table through the SQL. So that is completely controlled in the SaaS. So you have to take the PaaS, you do whatever customization you want to do, and call the API and insert the data into the SaaS. That is the only approach you have to take to do all the customization.
Means for customization, we required a PaaS, no?
Exactly. Yes.
We have to do customization PaaS, and then we need to move that customization to SaaS.
SaaS, you are right. Perfectly, you are right. Okay. So, but like here also, equally we can do whatever customization you want to do, you can do. And in my current project, I'll tell you, almost we have 50 plus integrations. 50 plus integrations. Custom pages, we have almost 25 plus customizations we have. All those things we are doing in PaaS Cloud. So it's a very big customer, very big customer. They have almost 20,000 employees, and then they have it's a $1 billion company. That company has lot of projects, lot of customizations. Everything we are able to achieve it within PaaS. So the in outside world, it is said like if it is cloud means we cannot do much customization, because in SaaS definitely we cannot do much customization. We have to get the PaaS cloud and do all the customization which we need.
Okay.
Clear?
Okay.
Okay, fine. So now I think I just covered what is a on-premise, what is a software as a service, and what is a platform as a service. So in this, do you have any further questions?
No.
Okay, fine then. So we will, as part of this particular training, you by end of this training, you will become a complete as software as a service consultant, complete SaaS consultant. If you are a technical guy who will do only development, I will write the PLSQL coding, I'll write the Java coding, or I'll do the data integrator, ODI data integration, or I'm an orchestrator. So if you have this kind of job profile, then they should take the PaaS cloud training, which is a complete technical training. So you should learn Java, SQL, PLSQL, okay? All those things we have to learn, and then you have to take the PaaS cloud training. But for a functional consultant, they should take the SaaS training. In the SaaS training, we will take any of this module we can just take and we can get trained. So as a supply chain consultant, we should be able to end-to-end implement the procure to pay cycle and then the order to cash cycle. Both of them we should be able to implement. So for that, we have to cover two different offering, Oracle Fusion Supply Chain Management and then the Oracle Fusion Procurement. So both of this offering, we should be able to handle it. Oracle Fusion Supply Chain Management and Oracle Fusion Procurement. Clear?
Okay.
Okay. So, so as part of our training also, we will cover these two modules completely. You can see I'm going to show you the course content. So we will have totally 4 sections: introduction, product data hub, inventory management, procurement, and order management. So we have this four sections are there. So 4 modules are there. So these four modules we will cover in detail with complete end-to-end implementation. And then we will not use any existing setup. We will start from the scratch, create a new business unit, and then we will create a new inventory or sub inventory locator. We will do everything from the scratch, and then we will do the execution for this particular how to say, for this particular all this module. So we'll do an end-to-end implementation. So that's how we'll do it. So we can just share this course content. You can go through this course content on what are the topic which will be covered. Okay. And if you have any questions, you can let me know. So in this particular topic which we have covered, it is covering 85% of the certification topics. So if you want to take any of these 4 certification, product management or inventory management, procurement and order management, if you can attend this training and do the practice with me on day-to-day basis, we will have a 1.5 hour session. If you do the practice with me, definitely you can clear the certification on your own. You don't need to refer to any terms. You can just do the practice with me, and then I'll highlight where which topic the questionnaire will be there, a certification question will be there, and then we are providing the certification support as well. So you should be able to clear the certification as well at the end of this particular training.
So for SCM, part which offering is required means Oracle Fusion Supply Chain Management.
Yeah. So in if you're a SCM consultant, basically in Fusion application, SCM means inventory management and order management only. And then we have the manufacturing, planning central, all those things are there. But procurement is a separate offering. But in the market, if you want to, sorry, let me complete my statement. So in the market, if you want to get a job, it is better you should learn both procure to pay cycle and order to cash cycle and its complete implementation, so that you can easily get a job, because some requirement will come only for the procurement module, some requirement will come for order management module. So it's better that based on your current experience, if you have if you know procurement, it's better to take procurement and its certification. But it is better to learn order management as well, because it is it's a customer centric demand fulfillment concept is used. Only if you know the order management, you know how all the flows, end-to-end flows happening, back-to-back flow, drop shipment flow, which is the most important for the procurement, and also the standard shipment order flow. So you learn about the complete cycle. Then you can do at least 2 certification, whichever in which you are interested, maybe procurement and inventory management, or procurement and product management, whichever you are interested. At least 2 certification should do good for your profile to get into an interview. Okay, so I'm certified in all these 4 modules, so I would be able to guide you in any of this 4 module certification, whichever you want. Okay. So, and I heard from Bhaskar that you want to start immediately. Yeah. So there is a batch which is going on. So continuously we will add student for each and every module. So so the whole course will go for actually the 2 months. So when we start a batch, we will just when we start a batch, it will go for actually 60 days. So on a regular basis, we will just add students whenever a new module. We will not add in between a module. For example, if product data hub is going on, we cannot include in between a specific topic, so it will be difficult for you. So whenever we start inventory management, we will add few students. Whenever we go to procurement, we will add few students. Likewise, regularly, whenever we have each and every module is starting, we will add few students. But if you want to start immediately, from next Monday, the procurement module is getting started. From next Monday, the procurement is getting started. So you can join from procurement. I can give you a bridge up session on the introduction, and we can share the videos. And then you can start from the procurement. You can take procurement, order management, and from the next batch you can take the product management and inventory management. So likewise, you can it will be a cycle. So in another, from maybe if you're joining from Monday 29th, so in another 60 days, you will be completing the all the 5 topics, all the 5 sections you will be completing in another 60 days, because back to back another batch will be joined. So it will be a cycle. So after procurement, then order management, again we'll go to product management, inventory management. So it will be a cycle.
So you'll be starting with the purchasing procurement module.
Right.
With scratch of like, okay, or already it has.
No, we'll do it from the scratch. We'll do it from the scratch. I can show you something. Just give me 1 second. I can show you something. So we'll do it from the scratch. Okay, I'll show you. Where is it? Right. So this is the one. Just give me a second. Right. So you can see, we will do it from the scratch. If you take procurement, so for the procurement, we will start from the scratch only. So we'll creating a business unit, then assigning the business unit business function, then payment term, likewise creation of item or creation of inventory or creation of location. So we will do the end-to-end implementation from the scratch only. It will not be like as something you are seeing it as new. We'll do the end-to-end implementation of procurement starting from the scratch. We'll do the end-to-end implementation of order management. Then we will do the end-to-end implementation of PIM. So likewise, it will be an end-to-end implementation for each and every module. So many students will join in the many students will join whenever a new module is getting started. Okay. So that's how we'll do it. So, but in case if you if you are planning to I want to start as per this flow from the starting. If I want to start, if you have that kind of idea, maybe it will take maybe now we are in procurement, so it will take another 1 month or so. So after 1 month, a new batch will be placed.
Okay.
So likewise, like every month, so every 2 months a new batch will be starting. So it's like, since you have a good experience, if you are a fresher, definitely I will not recommend, because you might face some understanding problem. But if you have an experience, definitely you can start from procurement, do the end-to-end implementation of procurement, then go to order management implementation, then you can go to product management. So for the introduction, I'll give you
product management is just like inventory part, okay?
Product management, no. Here in Fusion application, product management is a separate offering, which is a must, because you cannot create the item in the inventory management. You have to create that item in the product management only.
Okay.
Then what about the inventory part?
Sorry?
What about the inventory part? Inventory part.
So in the inventory module, you will do all the transactions. For all the module, inventory is mandatory.
Correct.
You'll do the inventory setups, then we'll do the lot serial control transaction, all the different types of transfer, movement request, inter transfer. We have a new concept called transfer order, which is the replacement for IR ISO in Fusion. Sorry, we have IR ISO, right? In e-business, we have a replacement transfer order here. We'll do the transfer order. We'll do the shipping, receiving, okay, min-max planning, cycle counting, and costing. So these are all the things which is covered as the inventory management.
Okay. So in inventory management, just for performing transactions.
We have to do the implementation also. We have to do all the setup specific to inventory management, and then we have to do all this transaction. Yes. So if you know e-business suite inventory management, it is almost 70% same as 70% same in Fusion. Inventory management is kind of common module, so it's not that difficult if you know e-business.
Actually, I have the question is that what is the difference between the inventory management and product management? Like in EBS, what we do,
Okay.
we do setups in inventory responsibilities like
Mhm. Mhm.
sorry, what I'm saying, organization creation, location creation, sub inventory creation, and
That's it.
there are multiple setups are there which we perform in inventory responsibility. So I just want to know that if we going to perform that setups in product management offering or in inventory management offering. That's my
Okay,
question
both
only.
both have its individual setup. In product management, you will just create the item organization, item class. Item class is a new concept in Fusion, which is actually which is available in PDH in EBIS. If you use the EBIS PDH module, then you know how the Fusion PDH works, or else we can learn it newly. So here it's a little bit different. How to create an item is completely different. We have to create an item class and then item class security. All those things are different. And then we have a new concept called EFF as well, extensible flex fields. We'll understand about the EFF, catalog categories, how to load the item using FPDA. That is a data conversion concept we'll understand in FPDA. Then item structure, which is a bill of material. Then item approvals, and then change order approval, new item request approvals, and item rules, validation rules, and assignment rules. All those things we'll understand in the product management. So it's completely item creation and maintenance of the item is covered in the product management module.
Okay.
But all the transactions, every transaction will happen only in the inventory management module. In the product management, we cannot do any transaction, just item maintenance, item approvals, item validation rules, only those things are there. Okay, but we have independent certification. For example, we have if you take this in this four module, PDH has a separate certification. Inventory management has two certification. Inventory management and also costing has a separate certification. Procurement has one certification. Order management have one certification. Totally 5 certifications are there in this total supply chain agenda.
Okay. Mm,
Okay.
okay.
So yeah, any other questions?
For how many days we'll get instance for practice?
You will get for 90 days.
Okay.
For 50 days, we will be for 60 days we will be engaged in session. So we'll get 1 more month access for you to do the practice, and after that you can take it, but that's separately charged. So, but
How much?
till,
How much
till
to charge?
yeah. So normally, like you can get it for maybe like maybe for the like there is two kind of instances available. One is called as a public cloud instance, and another one is a private cloud instance. So
Okay.
if you want a public cloud instance, like public cloud instance means if you do the configuration today, maybe the configuration will be removed tomorrow, or today itself the instance will get down, or it will be refreshed on weekly basis. Sometimes the instance will be available for 2 weeks. Sometimes the instance will go within 1 or 2 days. So that will be often refreshed, and that is called as a public cloud instance, which will be used by everyone, many clients, maybe 20, 30 clients will be using one instance. That's only for demo purpose or the testing purpose of specific concept you can use it. So that instance will be provided to you, or if you want that instance, that you can just pay 5,000 for 3 months and you
3
can
months.
use it.
Okay.
Yeah, 5,000 for 3 months. But if you take the private cloud instance, if you want that in the private cloud instance, whatever setup you do, that will stay forever, and then it will be refreshed only once in a year or whenever we request for that. So that kind of instance is available. If you want that instance, it will be charged per month. It will be charged 10,000. That's a costly instance, because to get that instance also, this a lot of charges we need to pay to Oracle. So that kind of instance is available. You have to pay 10,000 per month for that kind of instance.
But
Okay.
but Vijay, actually, as I have discussed with Bhaskar, he told me that he'll be giving 6 months of instance learning for the learning purpose. Don't know,
Yeah, for
like,
the learning purpose, for you, the public cloud instance is more than enough. You don't want to, because you are just for if you're taking one topic. So, for example, if you want to do one topic, if you want to know the roles and responsibility, you can do the practice. It's not necessary that you have to manage that setup. So for everyone, for the learning purpose, they will just use the public cloud instance only. That is more than enough for you. You're not doing some project like a specific things, right? So you are going to execute a topic. You can just do the setup, execute the topic, and see the output. Likewise, you can do. So for the public cloud instance is more than enough. Okay. So, but during your this 90 during the first 90 days of the course, we will provide you we will provide you the this private cloud instance only. So whatever setup which I do, whatever setup you do, and whatever you are doing the transaction, that will be available for you for 90 days. Whatever the days which you are getting the access. Okay, so. We will provide you the private cloud instance for the first 90 days, and after that, whichever if you want that instance, then you can just pay accordingly and you can take it, or else you can get the public cloud instance.
Okay. And what will be the fees for this?
Yeah, you can just talk to Bhaskar. Bhaskar will confirm about that. Okay, you can just talk to Bhaskar, and then you can get all the financial related stuff. And if, he'll take care of those things. I'll be the subject matter expert for the complete training. Any subject related questions, any document sharing, video sharing, all those things I will take care of for the complete training for you.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you.
Okay, fine. And actually the new batch is starting from 29th. Okay, new batch means for the procurement it is starting from 29th. If you are planning, so if you are planning to join immediately, then from 29th you can just join. That is from India timing. I'm not sure if you are in India or in some other country.
Yeah, I'm in India.
Yeah, you are in India. Okay, cool. So if you are in India, the timing is from it's from 6:30 to 8. Morning 6:30 to 8 is the timing for this batch.
Okay.
It will be on the daily basis or like on the week?
It will be daily basis, Monday to Friday. Saturday and Sunday will be off. It will be Monday to Friday.
Okay.
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 Any other questions?
No, sir.
Okay, cool. Okay, guys. Okay, so any other questions, you reach out to Bhaskar, and if you want to talk to me, just ask Bhaskar to just give a call to me. Okay. Other than that, I'm good. Okay, thank you so much for joining, and the question is so informative, and I think you have very good experience also, so that you can post this kind of good questions. Okay, I'm happy. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, guys. Okay, thank you so much. We'll connect. Thank you. Bye bye.